Hello and welcome back to Sovl, episode 4 of this Weight Lord campaign on Challenge 5. So last time we left off, we were doing quite well, and I'm going to continue this streak. I do need to get a bit more money, so it doesn't really matter which way I go as long as I end up back here at this specific shop, because then we could go to the camp and then the boss battle. I am going to rest here. Let's do a bit of army view stuff. So skeleton warriors, we need to increase the amount of ranks they have. Skeleton spears, they can only utilize 3 ranks at most. So let's do something like this so then they can be maximized. Skeleton warriors, they only use the first 2 ranks, but I can't go any further as you can see, so it's going to have to be like that. These are abyssal raiders, so yep, they're not going to have any ranged. That's very big for us. Basically gives us free range on what we do because we got flying units and they don't. Flying units give us a lot of positioning advantages. Nice, just barely caught them. I think we can charge them next turn as well. I think they are in range, yeah they are. Just barely touching the pixels because they were trying to get our cavalry. So I'm just going to move the cavalry away. Going to let them fight the skeleton spears. Because I know that, yeah, the AI doesn't have any sort of like restrictions on its move. Not necessarily restrictions, but the AI doesn't have any target prioritization, so they will just straight up charge into the spears and get attacked by all 3 rows of the spears because of their abilities. So, you know, taking advantage of the AI's poor maneuvering. If they were smart, they would have just barely been in range of the spears. They didn't have to target my knights, which were behind the spears. So, again, fault of the AI by taking advantage of that. It's not that difficult as well to make it happen. I do want to do something like this, so I'm out of their range, but I can still charge them. There we go, in the side. Excellent. They think they could charge me, but joke's on them, I'm going to be charging them in the side, haha. Yep, there we go. I'm not going to charge them. It doesn't give me an option even though I'm technically, you know, you see that? That little pixel? Even though I'm technically touching their base, but I wasn't going to charge them anyway because it's spears, so it's better for me not to charge them. Up there we go. I can charge this guy in the side, and then this guy doesn't get to charge me because it's fair and balanced. Ooh, so he buffed himself up. Yeah, I don't really like this ability to buff up their number of attacks in exchange for skill, because you're not hitting anything, so why do you care about more attacks? Now, their power is decent. It's 4 power, you know? It's, yeah, our unit's got like 3 and 2 power. So, it's not bad power-wise. So, maybe if that ability worked on a single unit and maybe decreased their skill by like 1 instead of what it does right now. So, it's not letting me see it. Stay there. Stay there. Oh, no. Oh, damn it. Oh well. There we go. I can see it. So yeah, -3 skill. That's a bit crazy, yeah. It would have been fine if it was like -1, maybe 2, but you're already pushing that. Because -3, like, that's crazy. It's crazy talk. Yep. There go the hounds. Little doggos. Oh, wow, they actually saved that. That's very lucky for them. At least they're not charging these bats in the back next turn, but they are gonna absolutely demolish these bats. The bats aren't the strongest, so I don't want to charge them in the back because these guys are gonna turn around and charge us in the back, so it's not really good in the long term. Okay, now we can go and charge them in the back. Or we can just fire them, fireball them. Okay, so they have a -1 because they're in the woods, and they got a -1 because of their abilities. Okay, that's fine. Something to keep track of. Maybe I could have given these guys a negative armor, but a bit too late for that now. Probably save up negative armor for these horses because they are very scary. There go the bats, bye bye. Did their job of being a distraction. Oh, that's really unlucky. Luckily these guys can't turn around because they're attacked on both sides. But it does mean that these guys are now going to turn around and attack us again. I'm going to get rid of these guys. Should have done it earlier. Never too late to get rid of this unit. I forgot to do the morale check on my bats, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Yep, those are the Death Knights. They're actually going toe-to-toe with these depraved Rippers. Very lucky for us. These guys got 2 attacks each. That's quite strong. Quite a strong unit. They're also doing quite well in this melee, even though they're surrounded. Let's hope that we can rout them again. Always using these terror stuff. Eventually we'll get them. Wow, well, they're really making us work for their routes, aren't they? They should be routing soon. We've destroyed so many of their units. I'm surprised, yeah, still in this. Just keep that guy around just in case one of these units gets really unlucky with their rolls, specifically the bats, because these guys have still got a lot of units left. But the bats have much less hit points. And finally. Wow! That took forever. And they're routing now. Wow, well done. This wasn't even like a elite fight or anything, this was just a normal battle. We didn't lose as many units as we did previously in some of the other battles, but you know, I feel like this was definitely, you know, the more difficult battle simply because the enemies had so much defense and all the units had like multiple attacks and stuff like that. So overall, this was definitely a stronger army than previous ones that dealt more damage to us. But I feel like we just played this a lot better too. Guess this is an elite fight, so we're going to have to be a bit more careful. You know what that means? Bunch everyone up together, and then mortar. Okay, so this doesn't do well against single entities, but it does well against multiple entities, so something to keep track of. That was just bad rolls. To be fair, it was also 5+ saves, so I guess it did do well against us. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to walk away from these cavalrymen, but I am going to let their mage charge into me. And how do I know the mage is going to charge into me? Because, yeah, it's mage AI, so... For some reason, if a mage has a mount, they think themselves superior, so they're going to charge into me. Yep, there we go. What did I tell you? For some reason, they just think that they're, you know, capable of attacking me. Don't know how, don't know why. I don't really care about that bat, it only had a single wound left. Now, do I want to get rid of this? I think I do, don't I? Most of those should be hitting. Or I could focus in on the knights up there. I think the mage is more dangerous. Lost 2 wounds there. No, I won't use anything this turn. I'll save it for later. Wow, that's really unlucky for us. I can't believe that that actually failed. Wow. If I activate their ability, they're going to die anyway, so as well try to make use of it. Really don't want to use that though, because I still got the ability to attack these knights and stuff. I guess it wouldn't really matter if the mage is still alive, so I guess whatever. Try to kill the mage. We'll see how that works. Oh yeah, there we go. The mage finally ran out of rerolls. That was a bit annoying though. fact that I used everything just to kill one mage. Oh wow. Unfortunate on the morale check for the enemies. I was hoping to get better rolls, but okay. Let's try that again with the tower. Okay, this is not going well for me. Okay, this is bad. This is really bad. May have bitten off more than I can chew. They're routing this turn, but I also don't know if I can survive this. Come on. Oh no, there's only one left. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. They were routing this turn as well. Oh no. That's really unfortunate. Oh no. Rip. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Hello and welcome back. It has been a while, hasn't it? It has been a while for me. For you, it might be just like a couple of seconds between one game and the other, but I have quite literally spent forever. So as you can see, this is a different army. I got quite lucky. I started off with my White Lord and a unit of Skeleton Warriors, and then I also got a pick of double bats twice. So yeah, that's why we have so many bats, and everything else I just picked up along the way. We still have the the zombie dragon. We got 2 catapults, one of which is more upgraded than the other. We got those really nice Dread Knights. So yeah, it's difficulty 5, and yeah, let's begin this. Okay, right then. So before, while this is setting up, I'm going to talk about something that's really important, and that's there's a petition going on for anyone that lives in Europe, or anyone that has a citizenship in Europe, and it's to basically go out there and sign a petition in order to make video games more accessible to people after they've finished, after the video games have been basically completed by the game developer and they no longer want to develop them or wish to maintain the video game. This will basically just allow gamers, specifically in Europe, to run their own servers, to make these video game companies have to provide you an offline feature for the video game, so that if you bought like a bunch of DLCs, think of like the Battlefield series, things like that, you have a bunch of skins online. Basically, you'll be able to still use them even after the game goes offline, and you can still earn them after the game goes offline, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about this for too long. There'll be a link in the description down below, or you can find the video yourself. And yeah, just watch that video, see what you need to do, if you can do anything, and spread awareness if you can't actually sign up for the petition. Everything is greatly appreciated. There needs to be 1 million signatures by the end of the year or something like that, and it's a goal that I believe we can reach. Now then, onto this game. So this game took me a while to get through. It took me around 3 attempts, plus a bunch of failed starts. So yeah, I played 3 full games where I lost on Act 2, and it was towards the second half of Act 2, so I spent at least 45 minutes to an hour on all those games, and it was definitely very annoying to lose those games so far into the run. Most of the time I ran into problems because I chose elite fights, so for this campaign I basically avoided most elite fights. So yeah, it was definitely quite interesting. The bats have become very strong over the course of this run. For the most part, it's because I've just stacked on a bunch of attacks and a bunch of wounds onto the bats. I've been able to get additional models onto the bats, and it just overall makes these bats extremely scary. They hit really hard, they have a lot of wounds, and yeah, they're just really hard to kill because they can run around, circles around their enemies and kite everyone, and having 4 units that can just kite plus the lord that kites is very strong. Also, these trebuchets, the skeleton or catapults, I guess. The skeleton catapults are really, really nice. Especially once they're upgraded, they reroll ones, so for the most part you're getting at least 4 shots per turn, because they're all double D3s. I think that's how it works. So it's quite strong. As you can see, they destroy some of these units. They have a lot of power, so they're quite capable of, once hitting a unit, they're quite good at penetrating through all the armor and actually removing models from the unit. They also work quite well on multi-wound units, something that I've noticed. Even though each attack only does 1 damage, because they fire off like 4 attacks per turn, it's very easy to remove a single model from a unit that has more than 1 wounds per model, and it just stacks quite well. The Weight Lord and the Dragon, nothing major has happened. So still the same Weight Lord and same Dragon roughly. Didn't get any sort of special bonuses or anything like that. Just the standard shop upgrades and level ups. It's quite nice. The Dragon definitely makes the difficulty a lot easier because of the amount of attacks that you can dish out, plus the power behind those attacks. Then you have obviously the Weight Lord on top of the Dragon, getting more maneuverability and things like that, allowing the Weight Lord to run circles around any sort of dangerous enemy, kite enemies, buy time until you can lower enough models on the enemies to get them to rout, that sort of stuff. It's very nice. As you can see, these bats, they're doing quite well against those riders the enemies have, which is quite strong, because those riders are definitely a very good unit. So the fact that bats can go toe-to-toe with them, when I got like 2 units of 3 bats per pig, and I got that pig twice, is very strong. They definitely do pay for themselves. As you can see, this is where the trebuchet is getting a bit of a problem. The fact that they can't move and shoot, so one trebuchet is basically doing nothing, and once you're in melee, trebuchets can't charge, so these trebuchets, they've paid for themselves during the early game, but now they're just kind of standing there, waiting until any sort of enemy unit breaks one of our own units, or finds something else to do. So they're just waiting. But they've done their job, and I'm quite happy with that. There we go, the bats attacking again. So yeah, for this I was using the control and spacebar to fast forward through the battle. But as you can see, the bats absolutely terrifying. They just, showing why they're the best. Wow, the bats are definitely scary. And we're going to see some more trebuchet shots be fired off. So this is the upgraded trebuchet. It's going to get a lot more attacks, +1. Rerolling 1s. As you can see, that's absolutely devastating on that single unit. Half of it gone, single volley. And this one just got lucky with a 3 and a 2. Because this one isn't upgraded whatsoever. The second catapult. The first catapult is upgraded a lot, because I got it in map 1, act 1, or whatever you want to call it. The second one I got just before the boss fight. So it's slightly less upgraded, but it's still quite strong. I got really unlucky with the rolls here for the Dread Knights. They usually have really... they're quite strong, so it's definitely a shame to lose 2 entire models just from 1 bad roll. So I'm not going to move my dragon to attack them, because I want the dragon to move around and attack the enemy Dragon Lord. And that just barely doesn't kill a single model, but hopefully this does. Yep, there we go. Now we can move the dragon back around and attack this other dragon from the side. I should have probably tried to go for the back, because then the dragon wouldn't have been able to retaliate, even though the Lord would have attacked us back. Would have been a lot safer. And because those guys rout and they have 2 bats on their flanks, they just basically disintegrate or whatever. There we go, and that's a victory. This has been quite a while in the making. I'm recording this on the entire on a different day. So yeah, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I guess I'll show you some of the stats for these units. So yeah, bye bye.